second year BSc Chemistry and BSc Computer students. Welcome to physics class. So today we would like to discuss first law of thermodynamics and its applications. So before that we have to discuss few definitions. One is heat. So in previous classes we discussed different definitions for thermodynamics, system, surroundings and thermodynamical equilibrium, etc. So in this class the next definitions are heat. So it is a form of energy which is transferred from one body to other body due to temperature differences between them. This is one known definition. We are studying this definition from intermediate sections. So we know that the temperature of a body is a measure of its degree of hotness or coldness of a body, that is temperature. Consider a case of two bodies are placed in contact with each other. So the two bodies are placed nearby each other. It is observed that after some time, so the body acquire the same temperature. This temperature is somewhere between the two initial temperatures. This means that something has been transferred from A to B. This something is called heat. ఏదైనా రెండు బాడీస్ మీరు డిఫరెంట్ టెంపరేచర్స్ ఉన్న టూ బాడీస్ ఆర్ ప్లేస్ నియర్ బై ఈచ్ అదర్. సో రెండు బాడీస్ మీరు దగ్గరగా ప్లేస్ చేసినప్పుడు సో ఆ రెండు బాడీస్ డిఫరెంట్ టెంపరేచర్స్ దగ్గర ఉన్నప్పుడు ఆఫ్టర్ సమ్ టైం కొంత టైం తర్వాత ఏమవుతుంది, ద టూ బాడీస్ ఆర్ ఇన్ ఈక్విలిబ్రియం, thermal equilibrium, or sorry, two bodies are in thermal equilibrium. It's correct, thermal equilibrium, not thermodynamical equilibrium. So thermal equilibrium loki vachesindi ante akkada sum of the factor exchange between two bodies, ఆ రెండు బాడీస్ మధ్య ఫ్యాక్టర్ అనేది ఎక్స్చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. ఆ ఫ్యాక్టర్ ని మనం ఏం చెప్పొచ్చు, హీట్ అని చెప్పొచ్చు. సో దస్ హీట్ ఈజ్ దట్ which is transferred from one body to another body due to temperature difference, that is heat. So next definition is work. So work means when a force acts on a system such that it produces a displacement in the system, the work is said to be done. If a force is exerted by the system as a whole on its surroundings and displacement occurs, then the work done by the system is external work. So for example, a gas contained in a cylinder at a uniform pressure while expanding pushes the piston out and thus does external work on its surroundings according to this work. But if a force is exerted on the system from surroundings, the work done by the system is taken as positive while work done on the system is taken as negative. So when the work is done by one part of the system on another part of the same system is called the internal work. This is internal work. So external work is done, that is external work is a macroscopic concept. This involves an interaction between the system and its surroundings. In thermodynamics, external work is very important while internal work has no place. ఇక్కడ మన థెర్మోడైనమికల్ సిస్టంలో మనం ఎక్కువగా ఎక్స్టర్నల్ వర్క్ గురించి మనం మాట్లాడుకున్నాం. దట్ ఈజ్ వర్క్. సో నెక్స్ట్ డెఫినేషన్ ఈజ్ internal energy. So internal energy, so the storage energy which is not apparently shown by a system is called as its internal energy. So according to kinetic theory of matter, a matter is made up of large number of tiny particles called molecules. So the molecules are in a state of constant rapid motion and hence possess kinetic energy. The kinetic energy of molecules is called as internal energy. So due to the internal molecular force of attraction between the molecules, they have internal potential energy. So the sum of the internal kinetic energy and internal potential energy is known as internal energy of the system. So that is internal energy of the system. So for example, a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen gas on explosion provides mechanical energy. Say mixture of hydrogen and oxygen which explodes provides mechanical energy. And second, another example like zinc and copper sulfate in Daniell cell react, the provides electrical energy. This is a known fact. And another example we can discuss, that is a liquefied freezes into a solid giving heat energy. The stored energy which is not apparently shown by this system, so this is called as internal energy of the system. Those are the important definitions for thermodynamics. So next we are coming to the next important concept, that is first law of thermodynamics. So this law is essentially the principle of conservation of energy. So the total energy remains constant. The first form of this law is one which expresses the equivalence between mechanical work and heat energy. So the definition is when a definite amount of work is done, a certain amount of heat is produced and vice versa. So for example, so a part, for example, heat is the form of energy is transmit. So the equation for this first law of thermodynamics is dq is equal to du plus dw, where dq is the heat applied to that body and du by the internal energy and dw by the external work. So that is first law of thermodynamics. The equivalence of a given constant is J, where J is called mechanical equivalent. So W be the work done. So this is the amount of work is proportional to heat applied to any body according to first law. So that is when a definite amount of work is done, a certain amount of heat is produced. ఏదైనా ఒక బాడీ మీద కొంత వర్క్ చేస్తే which produces some heat, so that W work done on a body which produces heat, that is proportional to H. So then W is equal to J into H, where J is mechanical equivalent. So the J is also called Joule's constant also, that value is 4.2 joules. Calorie. So this form of law is true when whole of work done is used in producing heat or vice versa. So according to first law of thermodynamics, dq is equal to du plus dw. So in mechanical form of first law of thermodynamics, this can be stated in all transformations. The heat energy supplied must be balanced by external work and increasing internal energy. dq is equal to du plus dw, where dw is the external work and du be the internal increase in internal energy. So the significances of first law of thermodynamics is some of the significances. So those are, first one is heat is a form of energy, and energy can be converted in energy is converted in thermodynamic system. And next significant is every thermodynamic system is in equilibrium state, possesses internal energy which is in a function of state of the system. So those are the significances of first law of thermodynamics. So some of the applications of first law of thermodynamics, we will discuss some of the applications. So those are so internal isothermal process. First one is isothermal process. When a thermodynamic system undergoes a physical change in such a way that its temperature remains constant. So isothermal process is one in which isothermal means temperature remains constant. So a isothermal process in one which is the temperature of the system does not change. Constant means does not change. So that means does not change means the change in temperature, that is in case of isothermal process, temperature remains constant, there is no change in temperature, that means dt is equal to 0. Hence there is no change in the internal energy, so that means du is equal to 0. So then dq is according to first law of thermodynamics, dq is equal to du plus dw. So then dq is equal to dw. One of the significance of the from this first law of thermodynamics, which is one of the application. So when there is no change in temperature, then the total heat given to the system, which is equal to the conversion of mechanical work, dq is equal to dW, right? So next application is adiabatic process. Next application is adiabatic. In previous process, isothermal means temperature remains constant, then change in temperature is 0, that is dt equal to 0. In case of adiabatic process, okay, let me show adiabatic process. When a thermodynamic system undergoes a change in such a way that no exchange of heat takes place, no exchange of heat, that means heat remains constant in case of adiabatic process. So heat remains constant, then there is no change in heat, dq is equal to 0. Hence 0 is equal to, according to first law of thermodynamics, dq is equal to du plus dw. dq 0 is equal to du plus dw. So that means du is equal to minus dw. That is adiabatic process. So during this adiabatic compression of a gas, work done on the gas is negative. Work done on the gas is negative. Work done by the gas, is positive. Work done on the gas is negative. So during adiabatic expansion of this gas, work done by the gas is positive, and hence the internal energy decreases by an amount of equal to the work done by the gas. So that is adiabatic process. So next two important process, just to discuss about that. So isochoric process, next one is isochoric process. So isochoric means choric means volume constant. Volume constant means dV 0. So according to work done, dW is equal to P into dV definition. dW is equal to P dV. So du remains 0, then dW 0, then first law of thermodynamics, dq is equal to du plus dw, then dq is equal to du. Another important notation, isochoric process. So next definition is isobaric. Isobaric means pressure constant, then dP is equal to 0. Okay, so those are the different process applications of first law of thermodynamics. Okay, right.